Hello, welcome to another episode. We're at the barn still, obviously. It's a bit fresh today, which is why I'm dressed like an Eskimo. We're still clearing places, so I managed to gain access to this room, which is on the back of the barn, and eventually it's going to be my office. As you can see, the brickwork's a bit rubbish. Just started to sort of uncover a bit of an old floor in there, which will make it a bit easier to clean up. We've got an old sort of cattle fence in the middle there that I need to come out. Might be able to use them for something else in the project, maybe a bit of something in the garden or something like that. But yeah, today's task really is to get all of this stuff separated. Problem is with this build is all the old roofs fell in, so you just got bits of tile, bits of brick. You've got loads of weeds that have sort of entangled their way inside, and it's just an absolute pain to clear these things out. We've got to do it by hand because my digger won't fit through the door, and also I don't just want to bash the place apart with a digger. It's grade 2 listed, this place, so I don't want to just come in with a digger and start knocking things around. I think I need to do stuff a little bit delicately, a bit carefully, and yeah, just have a bit of respect for the place really. Sometimes I'm tempted to just go in with a digger, but yeah, grade 2 listed places you need to be a bit more careful and considerate, so that's what we're going to do. Started having a bit of a clear out of this big space here as well. This will eventually be our lounge. We've had the man or two working pretty much every day. It's been handy. Still waiting for my bucket to be welded up on that, so I haven't got a digger, but we have been using the bulk bags just to get materials round. And then another room I got in was this one the other day, which is the mother-in-law's kitchen, and basically all of that was about, I don't know, 6 foot high with weeds and brambles and all sorts. So we just cleared all of that out, separated all of the brick from the soil, got rid of the weeds and had a bit of a bonfire with them. And then all of my scrap brick now will just come back in here, because the actual floor level is going to be something like there. You can imagine we've got about 600 mil to you know, raise the level, so we can chuck all of our old brick and tile in here, smash it all up, and that'll be ready to put some nice type 1 on top of and compact. But for now we're just room by room going to be cleaning the place up. And then this room here, I sort of had a bit of a clean up and realised that this brick is absolutely chewed to bits under there. There was loads of brambles up there and some concrete on the wall, so I couldn't quite see that before. We've got all of these old timbers just stacked up drying, and I'm going to try and sell them because they're nice solid oak. You can see inside them when we've chopped them up, they're brilliant. They were too rotten around all of the mortises to do anything with full length, but might be able to sell them for you know, fireplace mantelpieces or something. And then coming into the bigger room here, again just had a bit of a tidy up around all the edges, and still got over that side to do. But anyway, let's crack on with my office. Any questions that you got at all, chuck them in the comments. I'll get back to you on the comments if you want, so anything you want to ask, go for it. Yeah, hope you enjoy this episode. If you do, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna literally show the whole build on this this channel, so if you want to see it as a finished project in a couple of years time, then you can either come back then and not watch any of these, or you can watch the whole process. So I'll leave it up to you. So I think on this one I'm going to start down by the doorway here because we can see the floor. That'll just be a bit easier to scrape with the shovel and the rake, so let's get stuck in. One thing I will do is get one of them bulk bags over. Like this one here. Like I said, we'll just stick all of our brick and tile in there, ready to be reused. So once we've got most of the tiles out and a lot of the weeds pulled out, we can then use a giant shovel to get all of this mulchy crap in another bag, and that can just be dropped in a skip. Right, we're getting somewhere with it, but we've moved over to a wheelbarrow because the bags have given up on me and I've run out of good ones. So I'm just going to make a nice pile outside so that the digger can scoop it up, and then we ain't got to move it twice. Alright, so we're losing light a bit now, although it looks pretty light on here, but it's getting dark. Progress. We've been at it for about 6 hours now. You see I've got a nice little pile there of tile and brick ready to go out, but you can see about 90% of the floor now, which is good. And that just gives us a really nice sort of clean surface now to work off, and you know, it's just safe. And then what we can start doing then is start taking down some of that perished brickwork from right up the top there, so we can set up an aluminium tower in here now that we've got a nice level ground. You can see all of this brickwork just needs to come apart by hand and needs to be repaired. And one of the worst bits is probably this bit here above the door. You can see it's just don't even know what to call that. Looks like a wall from the Aztecs or something, doesn't it? But anyway, lintel looks good. And then on the outside of that don't look too good either, does it? So I think all of that header is going to have to come out complete and rebuilt by the Bricky. Bricky's got his work cut out with this one. But anyway, I'm going to set a light up and carry on into the night till this room's completely clear. And that's all for you guys, I reckon. So thanks for joining me again this week. Look forward to seeing you all again next week, if you could tune in for me. If you are liking these episodes, sorry I'm naked. If you are liking these episodes, then come back every week. Give us a like, subscribe if you're not subscribed, because that helps me quite a lot. And don't forget to tell a mate about it. Alright? See you later.